Hello everybody, it's ZDS here. This is going to be sort of a bit of an update video. I haven't done one of those in quite a while. Also, by the way, yes, I am playing the Pokemon XD Gale Darkness ROM hack, Pokemon XG Next Gen. This is just kind of a for fun playthrough. The Let's Play on my Let's Play channel of this game actually went over really well, which I'm really glad about. But that was actually not the completed ROM. It is not something that I was aware of until recently. This, however, is the completed file, the most recent update, which is cool. So, actually, oh god, that fucking bomb slide. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about wasn't this awesome ROM hack. I kind of wanted to address something that I kind of addressed in a YouTube post, a community tab post that I just posted about 20 minutes before starting this recording. I wanted to let you guys know about some future plans and kind of the status of what's going on right now. First and foremost, a couple of you probably have heard some of my posts where I talk about this school that I've been going to. It's called the Professional Institute of Technology and Accounting here in Las Vegas. The thing is, I'm not going to be attending that school anymore. Not because I passed my tests, but because it's becoming consuming with everything else I have to take care of. Without getting into too much detail, essentially what's been going on for the past 3 weeks is that 3 weeks ago I had to take a week off of school because of burnout, because of everything I've been dealing with recently. Still adjusting to the new place, yada yada yada, you know the rules. You know how it goes. But outside of that, the next week after that, I did not have a bus pass. So, as a result of that, I was not able to even get down there. I had to wait for my next check to come in, my next check to come in so I could get a bus pass. Because the company, the program that's supposed to be paying for the schooling was also supposed to be paying for my bus passes. They never ended up doing so, and it's a mess. But I was able to do that, and then the week after that, which today is the current end of said week, or I guess you could say that considering it's Thursday, whatever. Now it's a matter of like, I need to just step away. I have a job now, and as I told you guys in my update videos a while ago, I'm on Section 8 housing, so my house situation is fully taken care of, which is awesome. But with the schooling, I've had to limit my ability to work. And that's just going to get in the way of everything else I want to take care of, because there's things that I need to buy. I mean, this may seem kind of dumb to say, but one thing I really need is clothing. I have basically been wearing the same clothing over and over again for 3 years now. And I have not had the chance to buy a full wardrobe because of my body size. I am a bigger gentleman. So buying a full set of clothing is very expensive. It can range into the hundreds of dollars. And the only way I can afford to do that is with money. And the only way I can get said money is by getting more hours at my job. And the school was getting in the way of that. So to basically roundabout there, the school was preventing me from working enough, because I had school 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Now, this doesn't sound like a big deal until you take into account the fact that I am an hour and a half bus ride from the school. If it was just if I had a car, if I had my license, if I knew how to drive, I could get there in 20 minutes and this wouldn't be such an issue. I mean, it'd still be an issue, but it wouldn't be as big of an issue. Now, I'm not planning on stopping computer work altogether. The only thing is that I didn't quit the entire school, because it was actually 3 classes. It was the A+ class through CompTIA certification, the network class, and the security class. The only one I'm skipping is the security class. I already have, I never got certified, but I already have taken the full class for the A+ and the Net Plus. So I'm already well versed in the knowledge of those topics, but I feel that personally for me it would just be better to just go ahead and set that to the side and take care of it later. But, again, that was also not what I wanted to get into, but I wanted to explain that to explain this. Since I decided to stop school, that frees up 4 days of my week every week. Now, of course, I'm going to use at least one of those days, if they have it available, to do some extra work hours, so I can make a little bit more money and get some stuff that I need, and maybe a little gift for myself every now and then. However, Here come the odds every time. However, what this also is bringing up to my attention, my channel has been falling behind. It's pretty much been living off the good graces of my Pokemon Emerald video for the majority of the time I've had it. And not to say that that's a terrible thing to do, but in all honesty, it's not going to fucking help anything. Also, shit, this was not in the game before. This was not in the regular game. This is awesome. I like this. But anyway. Fuck, that's cool. Anyway, sorry. Normally it's like you just knock them out with sleep powder and that's the end of it. But no, like this time you actually battle their asses. It's cool. Anywho. But, given the fact that my channel has been suffering, I've noticed that I've been losing subscribers recently because I've been posting pretty much garbage content that nobody cares about. And I understand that, you know, it's like, it's my baby, and I'm the one that's ruining it. And I need to do something to prevent it from going into the ground. I have 5,100 subscribers right now, but a few days ago I had like 5,111, and now I have like 5,107. And then earlier today it was like 5,102, so I gained 5 of them back. But the point is that like my subscriber count and my view totals are dropping. I don't know if it's just because of YouTube's algorithm, which I like to bitch about anyway, or if it's because of my own laziness and or negligence, but the point of the matter is the result is the same. My channel is dying, and I don't want it to die. So here's what I'm going to do. Now that I have 4 more days a week to take care of other matters, and I kind of have a lot of my random shit that I had piled up sort of kind of taken care of by now. Now that I have more time to do stuff, I'm going to be dedicating a good bit more time into making videos for you guys. Now, this channel became what it is because of my Legendary Captures videos. It started with the first video I ever posted that reached 1,000 views was my How to Get Mew in Omega Ruby video, where I showed how to transfer Mew from Pokemon Emerald after using the Game Shark to get it in there and transfer it all the way to Generation 6. Now, that video did really, really well. It still has like 40,000 views, which I'm still very surprised about. But that video just started everything. Pokemon Ruby was my first video to ever reach 100,000 views, and we just kept going, like Pokemon Ruby Captures, by the way. And we just kept going from there, and I don't want it to stop from there. So, here's the deal, though. Like, you guys, I get it because I think most of my fan base is not subscribed to my channel. I think it's like 90% of my views come from non-subscribed YouTubers, or people on YouTube. So, that being the case, I'm going to do what I can to appeal to the few of you who are here for this. And I really, really want you guys to tell me, what do you want to see? I do have some plans, though, and here's a couple of them right now. I have not done every single Pokemon Legendary Captures video. There are still a couple of games that I have yet to do for that series. Pokemon Crystal, which I am actually working on the Legendary Captures video right now. I've been working on it for a while, but I've been very off and on about it because of school and work. Pokemon Gold, I never did. I never did Gold. I did Silver, but I never did Gold. Which I will do Gold as well. On top of that, I never did Heart Gold. I did Heart Gold in chunks. And I was planning on having my Legendary videos just be that. Just chunks and chunks and chunks. But that didn't work out so well, and they never got as many views as I think that they could have. So I'm going to do Heart Gold all the way from the beginning. Also, another one I didn't do is I never did Pokemon Moon. I did Sun, but I never did Moon. I also never did Ultra Moon either. I only did Sun and Ultra Sun. So I do want to do the other half of the Generation 7 games. Along with that, I never did Blue. Blue will be a really simple one to do. Whoa, okay, that's flag. I will probably, maybe, I might do something special for that one. I'm not sure yet. But the point of the matter is that I never did it, so I'm going to go ahead and do Blue. I also never did Green, but don't expect that out of me, so The point being is that there are some Pokemon games that I still haven't done yet. I have done Red, Yellow, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, XD, and Colosseum. I also did, I haven't done Pearl. I did Diamond, Platinum, and Soul Silver, but I've not done Pearl or Heart Gold, so there's 2 more that I can do. I did Black 1, 2, White 1, and White 2. I just did Black 2 was my most recent one, I believe. Unless I was XD of Darkness. No, Coliseum was my most recent one that I uploaded a couple of months ago. Or a couple weeks ago, something like that. And then Generation 6 is X and Y and Oraz, and I never did... No, I did all 4, but here's the deal. In regards to specifically Omega Ruby and Pokemon X, I am already in the process of redoing X. The reason is because both X and Omega Ruby were recorded with my video camera. I don't even use that thing anymore, ever. My fucking camera on my phone is better than the one that I used for that fucking video stuff. And now that I have the emulators, you know, I'll be able to take care of that better. Also, side note as well, I put on layaway at a pawn shop up the street from me, or unless uptown from me, a laptop that's about twice as powerful as my current one. So my current one's running Intel HD 620 graphics and a Intel i3 7th gen processor. Neither one is good. It only turbos up. It only goes up to 2.2 gigahertz. And for what I want to do, that's just not fast enough. So here's the thing. I looked at the computer that I checked at the pawn shop. It also has a 2.4 gigahertz processor, but it also is an AMD motherboard, AMD CPU, and a Radeon graphics card inside of it, with 12 gigabytes of memory instead of my computer, which has only 6 gigabytes, or 12 gigabytes of RAM, as opposed to mine only having 6, with an up to 16. But the one that I checked can go up to 32 gigs of RAM if I need to. So, with all that being said, I'm going to get that, and that's going to help out a lot with video production, as well as just, you know, general fancy more computer. So hopefully I will be getting that before the end of the month, as long as the budget that I set out is going to work correctly. But of course, we'll see. But, like I was saying though, because I now have the 3DS emulator, and I did sell my capture card to my 3DS, the primary reason was because I have the emulator. That's literally the only reason. I sold basically all of my systems. The only thing I haven't sold is my Switch, and my Wii U, and my Game Boy Advance. I sold everything else. And my sister gave me her Wii, which was cool too. So I have my Wii U, my Switch, and my Wii, and my GBA, and I have nothing else. I sold everything else. Kinda sucks, but that's what happens when you don't have a job. Oof, hold on. There we go. Whew. Anywho. Oh god, here's the yawn. Every time, I swear to god. Anyway, guys. So, with all that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to take some more time. I'm actually, now that I have available free time, where I can just do whatever I want, I'm actually going to start making some more videos. I'm going to be redoing Omega Ruby as well. However, a forewarning now, because I do not have my capture card any longer, nor my original copy of Omega Ruby, and the only way to get Cresselia is to get, the fastest way is to share your friend thing, like the Spot Pass, to get the Mirage Island to appear. However, normally it's incredibly, incredibly rare, and the reason, in Alpha Sapphire in particular, the legendary capture video I did for that one, I actually used my game of Alpha Sapphire that I downloaded onto my my modded 3DS, or my modded 2DS XL, and then I transferred that file over to my laptop, and then I used that then to record the final clip for that captured video. But as a result of that, it took me like a hell of a lot of runaround. Now, if I can get another 2DS XL or 3DS XL that I can mod, and then I can add the Snickers Stream or KitKat to it, which can communicate through Wi-Fi to stream on my computer, I'll do that. And I may or may not do a tutorial video on that. That's going to be way off, though, because I got to find enough money to get one of those again. They sell them on like offer for like $100, which is not bad. But I'm getting off topic here. So as a result of that, though, it's most likely what's going to happen is that Cresselia will not be in that Legendary Captures video, but Omega Ruby will still be redone. One way or the other, I'm still going to redo it. But to put it into perspective here, as it were, If I do that, I'm doing X, and I'm also going to be redoing Pokemon Sun. The main reason is because, I don't know if I explained this in the description of that video. If I didn't, then you're going to hear about it now. When I was recording Pokemon Sun for the Legendary Captures, I was also playing, Super Smash Bros. Melee, like, on my GameCube, or on my Wii, rather, and I had that hooked up to the computer, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but basically what had happened is that the recording ended up recording the audio of the battle in Smash Bros., which is why the first 2 clips in Sun's Captures video are muted, because it was just recording the fight of the Smash Bros. Game in the background. Now, I think that as a creator, that is incredibly sloppy, and I want to redo it. I'm going to redo Pokemon Sun from the ground up and take care of it properly. Next to that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, because there's some Pokemon games, like some parts in some of the Legendary Capture videos, I want to do some sort of audio commentary along with it, because the biggest complaint I ever have gotten on my channel has always been that the video title is misleading, that I'm showing how to catch them without showing how to catch them. I label them Legendary Pokemon Locations. I label them as such because of the comment section, or the description of the video. In the description of every Pokemon Legendary Captures video I've ever produced, I leave a description on where that Pokemon is located. In the footage, I show catching it. But in the description is the actual method on how. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to not do that. I'm probably going to, I'm actually thinking about redoing Emerald as well, the same way. I might not redo Emerald, it is a big if, maybe kind of thing with me right now, but I do think that it would benefit, or at the very least redo Ruby and do it that way. And I know that Ruby video is never going to get as popular as my original one, but I feel that maybe actually taking the time to verbally explain how to get the Pokemon in the game, how to get the legendaries there, would actually be pretty beneficial, and you guys would, thank me for it, I would hope, and let me know, like, hey, thank you for actually letting me know how to do it, or whatever. I don't care. I want to try to alleviate some of the complaints that I've been getting on my videos for the past couple of years. Also, Metroid videos have pretty much died on the channel, but not because I'm done with Metroid. Far from it. Hell no. I am never going to be done with Metroid as long as I'm breathing. Here's the thing, though. With Metroid, there's not a lot of content that I can make without doing, like, boss rushes or what have you. Most of the content in a Metroid game is stuck to expansion hunting, scan log entries in the Prime Trilogy, or boss fights in all of the Metroid games. Now, the original Metroid game, I am not, repeat, not going to do a boss rush or any kind of video on the damn thing. The biggest reason for that is simply because I've never been able to beat Metroid 1. And the same deal is going to go for Metroid 2. Now, I do, however, want to put some content out there for Metroid Samus Returns. However, if I do, well, when I do, I will be using some variant of a cheat code. I don't care, I want to do that. That's what I personally want to do. I like using cheat codes in video games. And in my original videos on most of my games, I decided to not, or at least hide the fact that I was. Because I know so many people want to get all bitchy and moaning and complaining about people using cheat codes. Like, if you don't like me using cheat codes, that's fine. Just shut up about it. I don't care what you don't like me doing with my game. It's not mattering. I'm indifferent to what you care about with that. Not to say that I don't care about your thoughts and opinions or anything like that. I just don't care that you don't like the fact that I use cheat codes on a video game that I've beaten like a dozen times, and now I want to do something different. That's all my explanation is. Same thing with the Metroid series. Like my Metroid Prime Sequence Break Let's Play on my Let's Play channel, I used cheat codes throughout most of the adventure there. And I plan on doing that for every subsequent Metroid game that I do on that channel. Every one of them, including Fusion, Zero Mission, what have you. But the main, whoa. What the hell happened now? What the fuck's going on? The aspect ratio doesn't know what to do. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, So, like, it's my decision, and I'm going to do some more videos like that. And I also want to do, like, I want to do some more scripted videos, but those are very hard. Primarily because, like, I'm not very good at writing scripts, and I'm also not very good at reading scripts. I think that's worse for me. I'm not very good at reading and writing scripts, and as a result of that, I tend to fuck up what I'm trying to get across. And I really don't want to do that. So my plan in that regard is that if I am going to do scripted videos like top 10s or reviews or whatever I plan on doing, I'm going to do it in a slightly off-the-cuff format. Rather than a review or like a scripted review, I'm going to do it because, like, I have a much more natural tone to my voice when I'm just talking as opposed to reading from a script. And as you guys can tell from any of my scripted videos, including my first one, the top 5 Metroid bosses, which is one video I'm actually going to 100% redo, because firstly, that video fucking sucked, although it was my most proud video at the time. That video is terrible. I didn't like it. I did not like how it came out, but I posted it anyway because I was a lazy 19-year-old idiot, and, well, no, I was 20 at the time. 19 or 20, one of the fucking two. I don't remember. My YouTube channel was like 4 years old or some shit like that. I made it in 2015. Yeah, so I would have been 20. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the point here I'm trying to make is that I do want to redo some of my old content. I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to redo a lot of my crappier things. I'm not going to, like, completely redo everything. Just the videos that I felt most disappointed in how they came out. The first one that comes to mind, besides the ones I've already mentioned, is my very first video. My Metroid Prime early Space Jump Hoops video. I'm going to redo that. Because all I do is show it. Because at the time, I was using my Dazzle off of my GameCube to record footage. And as a result of that, I wasn't able to, like, because my audio recording was even worse than it is now, I wasn't able to actually get decent audio recording off of it in order to, like, explain, you know, how I'm doing it. So I am going to be redoing that. I might even redo that tonight and then post it later. I don't know yet. But that one will actually have dialogue. Like, that one I'll actually talk in. Because now that I can use Bandicam to simply record my Dolphin emulator, it makes it a fuck ton easier to actually get my point across with those videos. Because I don't have to record video and audio separately. I can just put it all in one compressed MP4 file and then just upload that with full HD quality and all that, all the 9 yards. It's fucking wonderful. But yeah, something like that. But also, I do want to do, like, theory videos. But again, like, that's what the scripted videos topic I was just going over. Scripted videos are very difficult for me because of what I have to do to make them work, because writing a script fucking sucks. Anyone who went to writing class or knows anything about scripts and all that and, like, movie production and yada yada, they're gonna know. And also, why is that Polytoad male now? When I first encountered Mirror B in this game, that Polytoad was female. Oh, that's not his shadow one. Okay. Yeah, because he has a shadow Polytoad, so he just has 2 Polytoads? I don't know. Anyway. So, like, the thing about that is that, like, I want to actually make the video make sense without having to dedicate myself to a couple of dozen written words, you know, or a couple of 100 written words, whatever. I want to be able to, you know, get my point across better, and I can't really do that very well. So I figure instead of spending, God, probably like, because one of the reasons that my fucking videos that were scripted ended up not turning out as well as I wanted it to, is primarily because I usually rush those videos. I know it's not a good idea to do that, but I usually do. Most of the time, I will rush those videos. That animation was not in the game. That was awesome, though. But yeah, like, I rushed those scripts, and it's not good to rush those things. But I'm always impatient with scripted videos. So I think instead, what I'm going to do is, instead of writing a script and following the script and doing all that shit, I'm going to talk off the cuff. That's the Shadow Polytoad. I'm going to talk off the cuff about a theory, about a review, or what have you, and then I'm just going to edit out parts that I don't like. Like if I, you know, stutter on a word for 5 minutes, because I do have a stutter, although I try to control it. or if I'm repeating myself, I can listen back to the audio and then cut out that audio. You know, things like that. And then just add corresponding video footage that usually will be pertaining directly to the topic at hand. Top 5s, on the other hand, might be a little bit different. I don't know exactly. I think I'm going to change my top 5 Metroid bosses into a top 10 and give an actual concise, like, list, so to speak. Like just a concise list. You know, something that's a little bit, better than the garbage I've already put out. Oh yeah, I forgot, fucking Swampert has Switzerland. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do for that situation there. As far as other video topics, I do plan on doing the Battle Frontier in Pokemon Emerald. That will be done via using cheat codes as well, because I'll have PK Hex. I will use PK Hex to do the Battle Frontier in both that and in Platinum, which I do plan to do it in Platinum as well. Same thing with the Battle Maison in Pokemon X and Y, which I will also do it there. When I get my new laptop, I will update you guys as well, and I might even, because now that I have a lot more computer knowledge under my belt, I might do some tutorials on how to build up some, like, do some, like, basic computer tactics, like how to use command prompt and, stuff like that. A little bit diversifying, not just sticking to video games, although that is still my main passion. So, like, there's so many different things that I've been planning on doing. I really need to make a list. But this is a good this video is going to be a good way of me, even if a lot of you guys don't watch this video, I mean, that's already almost a half hour long. This will be a good way for me personally to, like, look into what to do to make the videos a lot better. And just improve my overall content, because I don't want to burn this baby to the ground. I've had this channel for a long time. I've gone through a lot of life changes in the history of this channel. And it's something I've always wanted to do. I mean, my very first channels I ever produced were all shut down, either by me or for whatever other reason. Like, I lost email to the account or something like that. And I had one of those channels had 3,500 subs and 350,000 views. And, I surpassed that milestone a while ago. And I want to keep going. I want to hit like 10,000 subs, 20,000, 100,000. It may take me half a decade, but that's fine. What I'm interested in isn't fame or celebrity status. What I'm interested in is talking to you guys, telling you guys about what I think about this or what I think about that. I might take the Boogie approach. I mean, it's probably not a good idea, but it's also a better idea than just sticking with the same old shit every day. But I might take the Boogie approach and, like, actually put out some stuff, like, that's just my thoughts, my opinions, how I feel about things. Because I would like to kind of stretch that out a little bit. I mean, I might make a separate channel together for that, but I'm not 100% sure. But in general, I want to make videos that I really enjoy. I want to do stuff that I want to do. But at the same time, I also want to get some information in hindsight and, other, like, how do I put this? Feedback. I need feedback from you guys, I really do. Look, I know some of my last video I uploaded only got 9 views, okay? And the video before that only got 23. And I know that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is not something that I normally talk about on this channel. But I talk about it in my friend circle a lot. I have done way too fucking much crap in that game to just not talk about it. But just kind of bring this a little bit back full circle here. Because I have now more free time. Because I now have more free time, more videos will be produced. More videos will be recorded. More videos will be coming out. I'm not going to let this die. I'm not going to let the lack of monetization or the lowering of my subscriber gain or view gain discourage me from doing what I want to do. I've always loved producing videos. I've always liked making commentary on things that I am passionate about. I might even do, like, speed drawing, because I've never talked about that before, that I am kind of an amateur artist. I like to draw. Mostly what I do is I'll copy. I make, within 85% accuracy, a perfect copy of whatever I'm looking at. As long as it's in a dimension enough to where I can physically make it, I'm still learning more about that, but that's a tale for another story, a story for another day, whatever, tale for another day, what have you. But stuff like that, like, you know, tutorials on emulators. I mean, I use mostly exclusively emulators, with the exception of my Switch and my Wii U. Everything else I have is an emulator. I mean, I want to do more. I did a tutorial for GBA, for the Visual Boy Advanced emulator. I want to do a tutorial for, like, Dolphin, which I will definitely do when I get my new computer. Once I get that new laptop, the Dolphin one will be put out. Because at the very moment, it's not going to work corresponding-wise with the current laptop I have, because I already have, like, fucking 4 Dolphin emulators on it. And I'd rather just fucking, like, throw out one that I haven't already done, because all the configuration settings are saved between the emulators themselves. So I think it would just be better for me to just redo it from scratch. I just kicked my fucking fan. How the hell did I do that? But yeah, you know, I want to get back to my old schedule, and with school out of the way, I'm taking that out of the equation. And currently, I only work weekends. I work tomorrow, in fact, Friday. But like all these things, I wanna put more out. I want to put more out. In fact, after I record this video, this video that I'm recording now will probably come out tomorrow or the day after, and then the video I'm going to record next will be the one that comes out first before this one. So basically, I'm going to switch the order around. I'm going to be talking a bit more about Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's another thing that I'm passionate about. Obviously, Pokemon is a huge thing for me, and I want to go ahead and share some more opinions on that. But you know what? I've been here for over 30 minutes. 90% of you probably haven't even made it this far, and that's fine. You know, but I really want, really want some thoughts and opinions. I want some ideas. I want some commentary. I want some kind of correspondence from you guys. I really want to know what you want. You gotta tell me. I can't make videos that will get watched unless you guys tell me what you want to fucking see. I say this at the end of every video I've produced on my Let's Play channel and every vocal video I've produced. It's in the description of most of my newer videos. Feel free to send some ideas. I don't care how stupid you think it is. I don't care if you... I don't care. If you want me to look at something, let me know. But yeah, I've been rambling too much, and I still have to make one more video tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and call this a video, guys, and thank you guys so much, especially to the 4 of you that made it all the way through to the end of the video. I am deeply gracious to all of you guys for sticking with me for any length of time, because I'm a fucking idiot and I talk too damn much. But we will hopefully have everything set off perfectly, and we will have awesome fun and happiness and all this shit for the remainder of our little adventure here on the YouTube space. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like to support the channels, please go ahead and check the description for the links to my Twitter and my Patreon, as well as my Let's Play channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the Let's Play channel. I will be uploading new Let's Play videos starting soon, twice a week. I'm really going to try to stick to that schedule. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been ZDS, making YouTube fun one video at a time, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.